Hey guys, before the video starts, I just want to give a great shout out to my wonderful members Jesse HOH, Trashy Paper Plus Shows, Dazzling Hattering, Enchanted Stones, and Plush Anime Game Adventures, as well as Giratina Satrap Gaming. Thank you all so much for the extra support. You guys rule. Now, onto the video.
All of us compared to everybody. There's a dream you got, is that you that you can't see. Aching for the stimuli, every cell deep inside of me has to rise somehow. Even now, all of us, to those that doubt, bid farewell. All of us convey to everybody. Life is not a race, but even so, we're on a Grand Prix.
Hey guys, it is I, TDI Fan, and in this video, I'll be talking about this movie that I just went to see. That's right, today, as a matter of fact, I just got back from watching Ne Zha 2 in theaters, and what are my thoughts? Yeah, this movie's peak. I don't know what else to say. I mean, many people have been praising this movie when it first came out. Apparently, it's the highest grossing animated movie ever. Like, it surpassed Inside Out 2, and that movie did numbers last year. But then this movie just kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, it hit big in China. Like, China was where it made most of its money, which, I mean, understandably so. But still, this movie made bank. Like, it became the highest grossing animated movie. And not only that, I believe it's somewhere in the top 10 for the highest grossing movies ever made at all in existence. So the fact that a movie that came out this year was able to do that in a short amount of time is bonkers. That's crazy. And now that I've seen it because of, like, I want to know what all the hype was about. And also, I saw the first movie like 2 weeks ago. I thought the first movie was decent. And then Ne Zha 2. Like, this movie just blew the first one out of the water completely. This is another sequel that's done right, and that even surpasses the first movie. This is like Ne Zha's Shrek 2, if you will, because that's how good this movie is. This movie is peak from start to finish. Like, even the comedy, which is probably this movie's weakest attribute, whatever you want to call it, but it's still great, even with the comedy. Like, even the comedy got me at points throughout the film. Especially during the whole beaver section, if you know what I mean. If you've seen the film, then you know what I'll be talking about. But yeah, let's start with the animation, because the animation here is astounding, to say the least. It's a major step up to the animation from the first movie, which came out back in 2019, so it's only been 6 years. But they were still able to make the animation better, brighter, and just overall an improvement. So big shout out to the team who made this film. And not just that, but like, all the characters here are handled very well, a lot better than in the first movie. Some of the characters in the first movie that are here, like, they didn't really do much in the first film. In the second movie, they definitely handled them a lot better, and it's great. 'Cause, like, at the first movie, some of these characters I didn't even care about, and the second movie made me care about them. So the second movie did a great job with that. And not just that, but the action and the suspense and the emotional moments in this movie are just all better, especially the action. Like, as soon as those action scenes, like, came into view, I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, this movie is perfect. I mean, I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it's definitely one of the better movies I've seen in recent times, because that's how good this movie is. And the action is just some of the best I've seen in any animated movie. Not just animation, but like in any movie in general. They did a really great job with the action, with the fights, and with the emotional moments. Like, the emotional moment near the end even got me. That's how good this movie is when it comes to all of that. So it checks all of that off the list. But not just that, the music here is also, like, really well done, especially near the credits. Like, I was bopping my head when that credit song played, and I was like, yeah, this movie is something special. I can definitely see why this movie became the highest grossing animated film of all time and why so many people just love it. Like, a lot of people are calling this one of the best animated movies in general, and I can definitely see that. Ne Zha 2 is a spectacle that should definitely be seen on the big screen. If it's playing around you, because right now they have the English dub version. Of course, I saw an English dub. What do you expect? But if it's playing like near you in a theater near that wherever you are, you should definitely check it out if you have nothing else to do, because this movie is peak. I've said it a lot throughout this video, but I mean it. This movie is a peak film, and right now it's the only movie that I'm going to give a 10 out of 10 for when it comes to 2025 releases so far. I have yet to give a movie a 10 out of 10, but Ne Zha 2 just became the first for this year. That's how good this movie is. It's getting a 10 out of 10 from me. So call me biased or whatever, but that's how good this movie is. And I don't even know what else to say. If there is going to be a Ne Zha 3, which I feel like the end kind of sets up a Ne Zha 3. So I'm definitely going to be ready for Ne Zha 3 whenever that comes out. But yeah, Ne Zha 2 is honestly a perfect sequel, because that's how goated this film is. I don't even know what else to say. All I know is this movie is peak, and all you need to know is you should definitely check it out. If you haven't seen the first one, I highly recommend you see the first one, because if not, you're going to be a little confused with what's going on. But usually that's how it is when it comes to movie sequels. Yeah, those are my thoughts on Ne Zha 2, 10 out of 10 movie. And I don't know what else to say. That's it for this review. Have you seen Ne Zha 2? If you have, what are your thoughts on the movie? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't seen Ne Zha 2 but are planning to, let me know if you're going to check it out, because this movie is just peak. I don't even know how long it's going to be in theaters. I doubt it'll be in theaters for like as long as it might be. It's probably going to only be in theaters for like a week or something. I don't even know. But that's why I'm saying, as soon as you can, check this movie out. You will not regret it. And that's it for this movie review. Thanks for watching. The next movie I plan to see in theaters is the Ninja Turtles movie that they are showing for the 35th anniversary. So stay tuned for that review. For if I make a review for that, I probably will, but we'll see. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching, guys.